everybody, I'm the Gulf Coast Granny and welcome back to my kitchen. I just got back from a really nice vacation. My husband and I spent 4 days in Georgia where my parents live. My dad has about 20 acres or so in the middle of nowhere, Georgia. And he's got a 5-acre lake in the backyard. He's got a great big back porch on the back of his house, and then the deck walks down to the lake where there's a dock and the kids could fish, and we got to see cows and horses and a donkey that's really stubborn. It was extremely relaxing just to be able to visit and not have to be anywhere or do anything that we didn't want to do. So anyhow, I'm back, obviously, and it's time to cook. So tonight I'm going to make a super simple dinner. I'm going to chop up this chicken here. I baked chicken thighs for last night's dinner, and this is what was left over. So tonight we're going to do chicken again, and I don't care what anybody thinks about it. These folks around here can either eat chicken again or they can have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That is completely up to them. But I got this recipe from my stepmother. In fact, I got a ton of recipes from my stepmother, and some of them even used to be my grandma's recipes. So over the next couple of months, I'm going to try some of them out on you guys. How you like that? But this recipe is called, basically it's just a chicken dip. The ingredients are about 2 cups of chicken chopped up. You need a block of cream cheese, 8 ounce. You need a bottle of ranch dressing. I'm using buttermilk ranch. I know there's a million different varieties of ranch, but I decided to stick with the simple kind. And it calls for 2 cups of, I'm using shredded Jack and Cheddar. You could use any kind, the Mexican kind. You could use whatever cheese you wanted. And the recipe actually calls for Texas Pete hot sauce, but I don't have any at the house right now. So what I'm using is just some mild wing sauce. Have to use mild or the kids won't eat it. And actually, I won't eat it either because I don't particularly care for super spicy food. So mild will suit me right down to the ground. What you do is you take your chicken and you put it in your bowl. And you put your entire block of cream cheese in there with it. And I think that this is softened enough. I certainly hope so. I've had it out for a few hours. Yeah, that'll be fine. Look at there, I got it all over me. And then you put in your whole bottle of ranch. Looks like a lot to me, but we'll see. I've never done this recipe before, so bear with me. You put in 2 cups of your shredded cheese, and that's what this bag is 2 cups. Whew. This is such an easy dump and go recipe. And then you put in your hot sauce. It's 3 ounces. I used a great big shot glass to measure it. Of your Texas Pete or wing sauce, whatever kind of hot sauce you want. We might just call this buffalo chicken dip. And then all you do is mix it all together. I sure hope everybody had a great New Year and a good Christmas season. I couldn't have asked for anything more, honestly. And I love the New Year. That's probably, out of all of the holidays, that the year brings. Mother's Day is my favorite, and the second favorite is the New Year. And for me, the New Year is my favorite because all of the stress of the Christmas season's over, and I get to start working on my garden. I used to have a beautiful garden, and I'll put some pictures in that y'all can look at it. But since we've moved away from that house, there is absolutely no garden in this backyard, and I am chomping at the bit to get started. So this weekend, it's supposed to rain, and I'm really hoping it doesn't rain the whole weekend because Poppy's going to build me some garden beds, and I'm going to just start planning what I'm going to put out there. Here in South Mississippi, you can grow onions just about all year long. The buncheon type, like scallions, green onions is what I call them. You can also grow spinach just about all year long. And of course, I'm going to start some tomatoes here this week. At my other house, I had a Florida room. So my husband built me basically a grow table with some grow lights over the top of it. And that's what I used to start my tomatoes on. I don't know what I'm going to do this year. Might have to have him put something up in the living room for me so that they don't get, too cold outside. I could probably do a heated little greenhouse, but I'm afraid it would catch fire, one of those cheap ones, All right. We've got this mostly mixed. I think it's mixed up right. Now what I'm going to do is just grease this pan a little bit. I'm using a spray olive oil. Now we know this is not real olive oil, right? It might have some in it, but I don't think it's 100%. I've got the oven preheated to 350. We're going to pour this mixture into this greased pan. Then we're going to spread it around, of course, till it's even. And then we're just going to bake it till it's all hot and bubbly. And while that's cooking, I'm just going to chop up some vegetables. And that's how short girls get to the top cabinet. Okay, so I'm going to put some carrots on this platter. It's a real small platter. It's one of my favorites though. Sometimes I like to do really simple dinners like this. Especially when we have a lot of stuff to get accomplished. We've got some furniture to move around tonight when Poppy gets home from work. We've got a little bit of stuff to do in the yard before it gets dark. So I thought I'd just do something quick and easy. And something that I know everybody likes. That is one major problem in my house. Is that I have extremely picky children. And I know I created that monster, those monsters, because when they were younger, I catered to them, and I shouldn't have. I should have just made them eat what was on the table. Or nothing. They get hungry enough, they will eat. I used to tell my husband all the time, I ain't never heard of a 3-year-old child starving itself to death. Have you? No. So now that me and my husband have decided to try to live a frugal year and see how much money we can save, I told the kids last night that I'm not making 2 dinners for them ever again. I'm going to make 1 dinner. If you want to eat it, that's fine. If you don't, you can have a peanut butter sandwich. And that's all they're going to get. I'm not going to send them to bed hungry. I don't believe in that. But I can give them a peanut butter sandwich and feel good about it. But look, this dinner is only taking me about 10 minutes to put together. There's my celery. There's a little bit left in the bottom of this that didn't all come out when I was dumping it in there, and I'm just going to hang on to it in case we need it for dipping these or a salad or something down the road. I've got some Sabra hummus that I'll put on the table with the vegetables, and they can use that to dip their vegetables in, or they can use the chicken dip to dip their vegetables in, or nothing. What I'm going to do is, I love Triscuits, and I like the real thin ones, and I have a box of them over there in the pantry, and I'm going to set some crackers out and dip my crackers into the dip and eat my vegetables with the hummus. Well, y'all, I think this is about done. Let's see. Ooh! Look how pretty that is. The top got nice and golden brown. And, hang on a minute. I decided I'm going to try some Ritz crackers with it. I don't know if you've ever tried these or not. They're the Ritz toasted chips. And they're really good. I like them because they're light. Let's taste this. That's good. I will say this. When I opened the oven and put it on the counter, I noticed that there was quite a bit of grease in it. And I'm sure that's from the cheese, because there wasn't any grease in the chicken. So if that bothers you, you might want to use less cheese. But this is very good. It's very tasty. So this is our dinner. A vegetable plate, some hummus, our chicken dip, and some crackers. It was inexpensive to put together. I don't know how much I spent on it, but wasn't too much. Anyhow, I've heard that January is soup month. So in my next video, I'm going to show y'all how to do a really easy dump and go soup. I hope you'll join me. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you again real soon, all right?